Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. For some reason, it switched what microphone I was using. I have no clue why. That's so irritating. Sorry about that, guys. So basically, everything I said, none of you heard. Of course. Why does that always happen? That's okay. So let me go over the lineup really quick. There's no one after me, so I can always go over if I need to. That is not even the lineup. That's the old lineup from a different day that apparently I didn't throw away. So today's event started out with Lisa with Fergie's Crafting Connection, then Shelly by the Shore Crafting, Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy, Crafts by Amy, Angela's Totally Frazzled Creations, Country Loving Market, Creating with Love and Grace, which is Heather, and then myself. So I host Crafter's Choice, if I can talk. I do host Crafter's Choice events every single Wednesday, so can I not get into this? I opened it once. We're going to do a little variety here. I bought these from Temu, and my gosh, you guys, they are so stinking cute. They're rub-on transfers. That's the last one with this one. And these were the Christmas ones that I got. And then I also think these are all the same brand. Yeah, they're all the same brand. So it's Wandic. That's the brand. Now, any of you who love horses are going to love these. We'll probably do a couple horse ones, and we'll probably do some of the Christmas, but this is one of them. That's another one. And they're all rub-on transfers. They were very, very inexpensive. And then I did get these two that they come in a smaller package. It doesn't even say the brand anywhere, but these would be good for like adding to any other craft, because you've got your corner pieces, you've got those straight pieces, some more corner pieces, then just some individual ones. These would look good on ornaments. This one would look good on an ornament. This would look good probably on the top of another sign, this top one. Looks like it comes with probably, yeah, it comes with 2 of each. So those would be cute on ornaments. Same with those. And then these would be cute on ornaments. Like a bigger ornament. And there's just 2 of those. So these here come with duplicates of everything. See if I can hold on to anything. But yeah, these turned out really cute. Or looked really cute. You know, when you order these from Temu, you don't really know what you're going to get. Sometimes it's a really good find. Sometimes it's not. You just never know. So let's see what one we want to start with. This one here, I would have to find like a sign that's that shape. And I know I have one somewhere here, but we won't do that one. Let's do... Let's see. Whoops. By the way, these bottle caps and all of their metal stuff. Sorry, Ben. All of their metal stuff like this at Dollar Tree is 25 cents a piece for $1. Nope. Where did I put that? Yeah, let's add it to that. That would work too. Okay. So, I don't know how many of you are used to rub-on transfers. Anyways, I bought like 20 of these. When I found them for that inexpensive, I grabbed every single one. I asked the cashier, I'm like, do you mind if I run back and get some more? And she was like, oh no, that's fine. I grabbed every single one they had. I was not missing that opportunity at all. I know I have another white. Where'd I put you? That's okay. I'll get it out of here. And it's on the very top. But yeah, I thought that was a really good deal. When I saw that, I could not hardly believe it. I may have picked the wrong type of paint to use. Or I might just need to do another coat. I don't really want to do a whole lot of fall stuff. I'll be starting on like Christmas and stuff like that because I've got a lot of fall stuff made up. And the bazaar, anything I make, if I make too much of it at this time of the year, I'm not really going to have a whole lot of opportunity to sell the stuff. So I don't really want to do too much more fall related. I'm going to try and stick with what I know I can sell. I have a bazaar coming up on the 25th. And then all the others are Christmas, so... So how are you guys doing? You guys have anything fun planned this week or this weekend? I have my nephew's birthday party here on Saturday, so I'll be doing that. I'll be messaging some of you tonight when I get off. About those of you who responded to the polls. I'll be messaging to get you guys scheduled, and then whoever, whatever spots we have left, I will go ahead and post those times in the group chat. And then if you guys want to do it, you just let me know which time. Are you having surgery on Friday? I did miss part of your live. I need to go back. I did miss a little bit. I missed a little bit of some of them because I was trying to get some stuff done, and don't you fight with me. What kind of surgery is it? Is it one that you have to be in the hospital a while for, Lisa, or is it just like a day surgery? I like the ones better that I can go home. Like, I like the ones better when I can go home right after. I don't like the whole having to stay in the hospital part. After I had to do that when I had my back surgery, it's like, no, thank you. I've only had to do that twice that I remember. 3 times because once was when I was a baby, but I don't, of course I'm not going to remember that. But, oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. That's important to get that stuff taken care of. Yeah, I have had 2 cousins who've had skin cancer, and both have passed away from it. So yeah, I'm glad you're getting that taken care of. So there's still some letters that are wording that you can see, so I'm just going over the top of that with chalk paint so I don't have to do as many coats. I need to message my sister and double check and make sure if he's still likes the same type of thing. Usually he likes dragon stuff, so I was gonna do a few like sublimation items that are dragons for him. It's the last time I'll be able to get up there to see them this winter or this year, because until like spring next year, because they live only 45 minutes away, but that road going up to their house gets bad in the winter and they're up in the mountains. So yeah. I don't go up there anytime after October, put it that way. Okay, that covered nicely. Yeah, I had a friend who had a cancer spot removed. And it wasn't that big of a deal for her. Miss the big glob. But yeah, I'm glad you're getting that taken care of. Any of you don't ever ignore that stuff, because you never know. You never know. Anyways, okay, yeah, that's covering pretty good. Hi, Wendy. But yeah, it'll be fun to see my nieces and nephews. I have to miss one of my niece's birthdays because her birthday's in January. So I was kind of debating whether to, thank you. I was kind of debating whether to like make her birthday present now and give it to her when I see her instead of having to mail it to her. But I don't know. I'll decide later. I'm not sure which way I want to do it yet. If I want to be there when I give it to her, or if I want to just mail it. Okay, you can still see a little bit of letters, so let me go over that little section. They must have been slightly engraved. Okay. Oh, jeez. I've been doing a lot of painting the last couple days, so my hand is just like killing me. I'll have to post a picture of it, but I made those stacking or those door leaners that they sold for fall that were the stacked pumpkins. I painted some of those up, and then one of those up, and then I did one I did one that was it's an advent calendar, so it looks like a gingerbread house, and then the numbers to count down to Christmas have there's like holes in the sign, and then you have this little gingerbread van that has this little peg, and you can put it in the holes to move it up. And then it has numbers next to each hole, but I need to I wanted to use my Cricut for the numbers since I ended up covering it up when I painted it, so I'll put the numbers back on with my Cricut. You want to make sure this is extremely dry if you're going to do rub-on transfers, or it won't stick at all. Let's paint this one really quick too. You're asking Wendy, right? Angela? She's not a nurse. If you're asking her. She works for like one of the medical supply places. I can't remember what the name is. Okay, so I'm just painting this really quick. This one, I don't really care if it's completely covered. Yeah, she works for like a medical supply place. I believe, if I'm thinking of the right department, I think she does like the orders for CPAPs. You know what's funny? Before, I didn't know anybody who worked for a call center except for the people who I worked with at a call center. And then it's like now, since my crafting page, it's like there are so many people on here who have crafting pages who work for call centers. And there's like so many different people that I've met that work for different call centers. Hi, Sarah. I'm going to have to dry a portion of this here in a minute because I'm running out of dry places to hold it. So I am planning on doing some weekend events. Hosting them. I need to find the days that I don't have bazaars because I'm trying to do as many bazaars as I can to get rid of the all the crafts that I have. Because it's hard to keep crafting when you have so many crafts already if you don't sell. So I'm trying to do as many as I possibly can. I've got a couple 2-day ones that I'm going to try this year. I actually have 2. I have a week of break in between them, but I have 2 in the same month that are 2-day events. So that might be pressing it, trying to do that many that are 2-day events in a row, and I've never done one. But we'll see. On the plus side, when it's a 2-day event, you only have to set your stuff up one day and just leave it. So then the next day you don't have to set it up. So that's one good thing. And then there's one in December that I definitely am never missing. And that one's a really good one to do. So I've just been trying to make up everything that I like usually sell good with. The those door leaners, those suckers are so big and take so much painting, and I have to take breaks in between doing it because it kills my hand. Well, both my hands actually, not just one. And so, I don't do those live. Okay, I've got one little spot there that doesn't want to cover. There we go. Kind of depends on the place. Nativity scenes for Christmas time sell very well. I need to make up more. I've sold every single nativity scene I've ever made. Those are literally like the first ones that sell. Door hangers sell. Hi, Veronica. Hey, does Clayton still like dragons? Before I make it up. I'm not making it up right now. I'll probably use today or tomorrow, but does he still like dragons? So like tumblers sell very well. Keychains sell well. I make car coasters, but as far as like handmade crafts, the larger crafts, like anything larger than a pizza pan, that's what it is. I couldn't remember the name of it. So yeah, that's where what company she works for. I never could remember the name of it. It just, I knew it had to do with CPAPs. I just never could remember the name. But anyways, so like nativity scenes sell extremely well. Okay. Nativity scenes sell very well, and then like car coasters sell extremely well. Smaller crafts seem to sell better than some of the smaller or bigger ones. I think it's because when you're making the crafts, you have to keep in mind that some of the people who might be buying them are elderly people who may live in like assisted living places, stuff like that, where they don't have the extra room for the big stuff. So I have a harder time selling any of the big stuff than I do any of the smaller stuff. So when you're making your crafts, just keep that in mind that some of the stuff that sells the best are the smaller things. Okay, so for anyone who missed, I got these from Etsy. I probably shouldn't have itched my nose using this, but So we're going to take the cute little snowman. So yeah, these came from Etsy, and they're adorable, mostly from Etsy. I was not expecting them to be this cute. Now, it is my first time ever using ones from there, so we'll see how well they work. But yeah, I do okay with wreaths, but honestly, wreaths don't seem to sell as well as I thought they would. Busted canvases. Oh my goodness. For some reason around here, the busted canvases seem to sell. I do not know why. Like, I've heard people say they have a hard time with the busted canvases selling them, but I don't know which one. It comes with 3, and I don't know which one would work best. That seems flimsy and awkward. Let's go with this one. I know, it is hard to believe that he's going to be 14. It just seems like, you know, it wasn't that long ago that he was just a little kid, maybe like, 2, and was wandering around with his backpack during Roundup, wanting to show me everything. Or name off everyone who was on the stage singing. I live in Eastern Oregon, so I am 4 hours away from Portland, Oregon. If I said the name, none of you would know it because it's... I think... What did I click? I don't know, but I'm moving my mouse. Yeah, we only have 705 people here in town, according to the internet. So I live in a teeny tiny town. If you guys have ever heard of Walla Walla, Washington, or Pendleton, Oregon, I'm like in between. 30 minutes from both. Probably about 2 hours from the Dalles, Oregon. Anyone who's into like rodeoing may have heard of Pendleton because they have the Pendleton Roundup. And I know people come from all over the area. But yeah, I'm literally right in between Pendleton, Oregon, and Walla Walla, Washington. And then I drive an hour and a half to some of my doctors because I don't like some of them in the area that are 30 minutes away. Some are okay, but some of them not so much. I used to do that with my mom, though. I would drive her an hour and a half to her doctor's. That's where she did her chemo and everything. Even the doctors over here had suggested taking her there instead. So that came off nice. You'll notice when it's starting to come apart, coming off, because you'll see the, this part will get kind of, I don't know, kind of a grayish color, sort of. It will look different than it does now. But yeah, that's what we have on there now. Probably. We're an area that has like a lot of farming and stuff, so that stuff does pretty well. Horse stuff does very well around here. So yeah, it all's going to depend on your area too. That turned out really cute. I like the writing in the background. Okay, let's do this one. And then we'll see if I have any ribbon out here. If not, I can grab some. Well, that might be too thick a ribbon. Excuse me. Nope, that was too big for that one. I was thinking of doing a horse one here. I think I'll do this one. One Christmas, one horse. And when I do this one, I'll show you guys the difference in color once it's transferring for those of you who have never done them before. So we're going to use this one on this. So it's just a girl who loves horses. I've never been close to a horse. My cousin rodeos, but I've never been close enough to even pet a horse. My cousin and his wife and 2 girls go all over the place in rodeo. They go to California, Nevada. They go a lot of different places to rodeo. We actually share a birthday, me and my cousin. I really like these. And then also another, like I said, these came from Temu. I do get some sometimes from Amazon. Create Timeless Designs. They have a Facebook page too. They have some really nice ones. They have some that come in a big roll that are like white roses, and oh my goodness. It may seem maybe a little expensive, but it's not really, because my goodness, you can get so many crafts out of that one. I mean, I need the big hearts that they have from Hobby Lobby during Valentine's Day. I covered that whole thing with roses, and then I did four other crafts, I think, with it. So I got a lot of crafts out of it. And if you're not doing huge ones, you can get even more. And they have one in like white roses and then one with pink. And that was just when they were like starting out. Now they have even more of a variety. So when you're doing this, you can pull the edge up. Just don't pull the whole thing all at once. Just barely pull it. And I don't know if you can tell. Hold on. You might not be able to tell. There's a little... Okay, I'll have to describe it. It's just kind of a little grayish tint to it. That shows you that you are getting it off. And if you ever start to pull it off and it's not all the way stuck down, just lay it back down and then just scrape it some more. You can use the tools that comes with it. I suggest saving the ones that work really well, because then if you get one that comes with something that doesn't work well, or sometimes they'll just come with popsicle sticks, if you keep the ones that work very well, then you don't have to deal with the other ones that you don't like as much. And these work good too for like when you're doing your vinyl too. So see, this one here, a little leaf came there, didn't go down, but I'm just going to lay it back down. And then you just do a little bit of rubbing and it. And here again, a little bit of rubbing, and then it's down. And then just keep going all around. Check it. And we have that. And then I always go over it with some Mod Podge. I don't have my Mod Podge in here I left it in there, I think. Unless I tossed it in the bag when I came in. But yeah, that looks cute. Now, $1 million question. Do I have this in here or is it in another room? It is in here. I got this from Goodwill. Suede lace. I think I'm going to use this for the hanger. They are, and you can put them on anything. You can put them on planters. I've seen people do them on plastic, metal. You can do them on glass. Literally anything. How do I want to do this? Do I want to just do a knot in the front? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, they have a lot of a huge variety of what you can do with them. And you can get a lot of really cute ones. Amazon has a lot of really nice ones. And if you guys would like, I can post some links of some from Amazon that I like. Okay, I did that way too long. Still too long. So we can also add beads on here, or we can just leave it as is. What do you guys think? I'm going to tie that in a knot like that one, and I'll just trim a little of that off. But do you guys think just leave it with that on there? Or do you guys think that I should add a bead? Get that twisted. That's good. Thanks. Not still long enough to use for something else. I think we'll do it like that. My fingers don't want to work tonight, guys. At all. Okay. Then let's trim. Hi, Stacy. So we have that. I'll do the football craft another night. So yeah, I got this from Goodwill. It came in a big bag of a bunch of other stuff that I got for like $6.99, and it had probably $40 worth of stuff in it. Yes, it was a rub-on transfer, Wendy, from Temu. And it came with, for anyone who didn't see, it came with this. This one. This one. This one. This one. And then that was the other half. And I can find the link and post them. And then this one was also a rub-on transfer. I love how they look. Eek. And for anyone who didn't see, that's the brand. Stay. Don't fight with me. Okay. Is there one open? There is. I love these things. You can get them in a set from, well, some of them I got from Hobby Lobby, but you can get these in a set from Amazon. And it comes with like a bunch of different colors. But we're going to put this on the inside up here around the corner to kind of frame it out. Dollar Tree has some too, and like these. And they have a really cute patriotic one that's in gold. I love using theirs too. They work very well too. When you can find them. But for those of you who didn't hear me say it, who hopped on after, I was told by one of my Dollar Trees that I didn't even ask. She just volunteered the information. But she said that they are, corporate told them to, let me make sure this is all the same size. Yeah, okay. She said corporate said that those there, Sarah, were from a couple years ago. They may not even have those anymore. But she said corporate told them to mark all of the metal things in the crafting section down to 4 for $1, just like they did the vinyl. I don't know if that means they're going to discontinue having it or not. All I know is when she told me that, I said, do you mind if I go back and grab some more of those bottle caps? Because I was buying some bottle caps. And she's like, oh, no, that's no problem. Go ahead. I went back there and I grabbed every single bottle cap they had. I did not leave one. I grabbed every single one because I love those bottle caps. My friend Jonah, she went to the Dollar Tree, or no, she went to Walmart over there, and she had purchased some of the I guess it was in the Christmas section, and it was a bottle cap that said Coca-Cola on it, and it was smaller than the Dollar Tree ones, and she said they wanted $3 for it. And so that's when I had asked her, I said, oh, how come you don't just buy the Dollar Tree ones? And she said she hasn't been able to find them. And so I went to the newest Dollar Tree that they have and found some there. And that's when the lady told me that they were having that sale. Okay, sworn I tossed in. Nothing else I can use that for. But yeah, these are the bottle caps that I'm talking about that I grabbed. Whoever that is can just keep calling. I put it in here. Oh, I did. Anyone who has a hard time squeezing a bottle, instead of buying these, buy this one. It's much easier to squeeze. When that one gets down so far, I can't squeeze it at all. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these. Those bottle caps, if you want to know something that sells good, those suckers sell very good at bazaars. Because you can make all sorts of crafts. Now me, I'm not into sports at all. So I've never made any sports crafts. But I thought to myself, well, why not? Because, just because I don't want it doesn't mean someone else wouldn't. The people who actually like sports might want it. So I am in the process of making some bottle caps. I found these napkins, and I have them sitting here. I can show you once I'm done with this. I found some bottle caps that have, some napkins. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. That have, yeah, I'm going to need to trim a tiny bit off because that measurement was not counting the trimmers. Okay. So, I feel like I have something in my eye. get that scooted down a little. You can do, you guys know those activity, the little thin wooden activity signs that they have at Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, and honestly, they're cheaper at Hobby Lobby than they are at Dollar Tree. Because you're getting 50% off now, and so it's a better deal. Sounds like an ambulance. But anyways, or a fire truck, one or the other. Hold on, I gotta get this corner. There we go. The manger scenes, the small ones, fit perfect inside the bottle caps. I can't remember if it's on the inside or the outside. Hey, Ty. But they fit perfect. So I had picked up some rub-on transfers from Temu. And so this is what we've got so far. So that was rub-on transfer. I used the suede hanger, and now we're putting on some of this like fake leather studded things around the edge to kind of frame it out. And then I also did this one here with the rub-on transfer, and we'll still need to do more too, but I'll need to trim this one too. No clue where the suede came from. Oh, it says right here, Hobby Lobby. Like I said, I did not pay full price for that. I got it from Goodwill. But yeah, this bottle's a lot easier to squeeze. I'll try to catch up on some. There's been a bunch of you that I haven't been able to catch live because I've just been busy. But I'll have to try to catch up on some of you guys because maybe I'll be able to when I'm waiting in doctor's offices. I don't know. My doctors have been ordering a lot of tests, so I have to do whatever that camera in your bladder is called. I have to do an ultrasound of my bladder, ultrasound of my kidneys. A little bit of everything. Put it that way. And blood work, unfortunately. And that's just as of now. Then once I get those results, I guess we'll go from there. They want to make sure they're not missing anything, because I'm having issues that they can't figure out what the cause is. So I need to cut this last one off. Let me cut that straight because apparently I can't cut straight today. Okay. They're trying to find out. One of the things is why I'm having so many UTIs all of a sudden. Because it's not the same cause as what it was before, so. Well, and on top of that, I've been really dizzy lately. I think I finally got my blood pressure under control, though. And my migraines have stopped for a little while. Okay. So we've got that part done. Have an idea. Okay, you're not there. You're not in the other room. Where are you? I just saw it too. I hate that. When you know you have something, but you can't think of what the heck you did with it. But yeah, I've been making a lot of door hangers. Not door hangers. Why did I say that? Door leaners. My brain's gone, you guys. I'm thinking I must have dropped it. If I find it later, I will I'll add it it was, what I was looking for is, they're like the fancy, like thumbtack things from Hobby Lobby. And I thought they might be cute. I have some really cute ones that I thought would be cute here in the edges. But I can't think of where I put them. I mean, literally, I absolutely... And I just saw them not that long ago. That's like so frustrating. When you know you have something, but then you can't find it. The Create Timeless Designs transfers come with these little stick thingies, or at least they did last time I bought them. But I do really like that brand too of ribbon transfers. Oh, and anyone who hasn't seen this cute little fart, she finally got groomed. So, cutie pie here. Right, Ben. See, I got groomed and I even got a little scarf out of it. Her groomer opened up a new place, and I like the groomer she has. She was in the building with another person, and I like Ben's groomer better. So we moved to the new one with her. Okay, so I was trying to think if any kind of bow would be good with that, but I kind of think probably maybe just leaving that like that. Sometimes putting too much isn't a good thing. So I think I might just leave that one as is. What do you do? Oh, what I'm looking for. Okay, so that one will leave. I know, she was getting pretty bad there. She hadn't been to a groomer. Usually she goes every 6 to 8 weeks to get groomed. And the last time she went was before I had COVID. She was literally scheduled to go the week I tested positive for COVID. And then she was fully booked until October. So little Bindi here had to suffer with no haircut. Ben. She's like, I have a mean mommy. It's so funny. I took her to the new place, and normally I always have to carry her in. I wanted to see what she would do. She thought we were going somewhere fun, so she walked right in the door, and then she saw her groomer, and she started wagging her tail. And then she like put on the brakes. It's like she wasn't walking any further. She was happy to see her groomer, but she knew what was going to happen. It's like, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. You're tricking me. You made me think I was going somewhere fun, and then didn't. My poor, poor baby girl. Thought her mama was being mean to her. Okay, let me put these all together so I can keep those good. As far as this one goes, I have hardly any of my Christmas stuff out, but I did leave some. I did leave a few things out, so we do have a few things here to work with. I need to get a surface, a specific one. I have a dog named Bella too. Her and Bindi are best buddies. I had to take Bella to the vet because Bella had a few lumps, and she'd had cancer before, and so last time they were able to get all of it out. But we took her in, and they tested them, and they said that, you know, just keep an eye on the other two, but they said that for the most part, they don't see anything to really worry about. None of them tested positive, so. So we do have this sign that we can put on, or we have these metal pieces and a bell flying out at me. And I can always paint these too. These I found on clearance last year or the year before at Walmart. And they're just like the ones that you would sit, I guess, in a plate for decoration when you set the table. So we have them in red and in gold. So this one just says joyful. So you have that. Did I not take that one out? Oh yeah, I did. It's right here. So we have joyful in gold or in red. Then we have blessed in gold or in red. And then we have Mary in gold or red. So what do you guys think? Which one of those do you guys think we should use? Mary, blessed, or joyful? Joyful? Yeah, I think if we use that, then we won't, it's something they could leave out all winter, to be honest, if they wanted to. Yeah, I think that looks good on there. And then we have a few of these poinsettias that we could put up on the top like that. We can actually have enough that if we wanted to, we could put them in all four corners. Like that. And I'm working on getting this set up to where you can see the desk like straight down on the craft as well as the regular setup, which now, there you go. I hit it too far. Okay. So some of this has a little indent where you can't put gold. I mean, not gold. Why did I say gold? Where you can't put the glue good. So I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue in those spots. Then if you have any hot glue strings you need to get rid of, you can do this. And it will help the other glue dry a little. I think I'll use... Yeah. Darn it. I think I'll have to use painter's tape because I don't know offhand where my big clips are. Oh, they're there. Wait, what? What do you mean you need to learn before you give it back? Did you buy one and then returning it? Okay, so you'll be able to see it better once that dries, but I needed to clamp it down the edges because it was being a pain in the butt. Okay, and then we're going to take these. I've got a couple things I need to do with mine. I need to redo. Okay, let me tell you guys something. The wall clings from Walmart, and I've never had this problem with any other place but Walmart. Okay, during Christmas, Walmart has like nativity scene ones. Oh, okay. They're like nativity scene wall stickers. And you know, I even Mod Podged over the top of them, but whatever ink they use, those suckers faded bad. And so it doesn't look that great. So I'm going to be pulling those off. And I didn't have this Cricut when I did that. And so I'll be doing my Cricut, cutting those pieces with it for it. Okay, so we have that. I am still going to do a live showing how to use StreamYard. I have it for a reason. I specifically put off doing it for a reason because they were changing some things with it. And I wanted to make sure that when I did it, it had the updated information. So I am still going to do it. I just was waiting. Okay, let me get these out of my way. Might be stuck down now. So we have these two. That's all I'm going to do for tonight. My hand's killing me. I'm going to do some more of these different ones coming up. Hold on a sec. Why did I not see that here? because it's buried, that's why. I just had an idea. What if so we could put these stars on the edges like that. I've got rusted ones and I've got the bronze ones. Or I could just put one in the middle or leave it as is. What do you guys think? Should I leave it with no stars? Or should I put one of the stars in the middle? Like that. Or should I put a star on each corner? But the same kind of stars. What do you guys think? Hopefully I didn't lose too many. I guess my leg was the only thing holding these up. Rusty star in the middle. Ooh, I have an idea. So rusty star in the middle or on all four corners? I do have smaller stars too that I just now noticed. Forgot the rusty stars. I need to close this before I drop them all over the place and then I'm picking up stars for hours. Okay. Okay, this wire ribbon or wire, whatever you want to call it, wire jute cord could be used as like a rope, like a lasso. Because it is wiry like that. So, and it's the same color, so I could make that into one. That needs a little more glue and step back down. Let's hold that down further away. Okay, so I think the smaller ones fit better. trying to remember if I actually had. That I'm trying to figure out. We will see. Trial and error. So, like, I might have to look at a picture. To see how to wad that right, but wind it right. Because I'm drawing a blank what it looks like. But for now, let's just wad it this way. And we could put it in the corner down at the bottom. Yeah. Give me a sec. I need to see a picture. Okay. So, I found it. I found it. So, like, typically, they're like that. So, just wad it up. So, basically, all you'd have to do is just decide how big you want it. And then just keep winding it up like that. And then you could just use like this end to hold it together. And then you would just figure out if you want to put it on the side here, if you want to put it up here, if you wanted to put it down below and just like hang it like that. If we did that, we might want to go with a bigger star. We could do a star up here, the lasso down here. We could do those like that and put this up here. Or we could just put it off to the side. Let me sit it down so I can see what I'm doing here. Let me see what she sent me. Okay, that was a poster. Okay, hold on. Ow. She drew me a picture. Come on. Okay. I see that now. Hold on. I need to cut this end off. It's being a butthead. Some things are hard to explain in a text message. That's why sometimes you guys will see, those of you who I've messaged before, I'll do a voice message because sometimes it's just so much easier to describe something in a voice message than to try and think of how to type it. I don't know why. So I'm just putting some glue on the end to keep it together because it wants to, the rope is wanting to come apart from the wire. Okay. And Bindi is shoving me out of my chair. Right, Ben? She's like, be nice to me. I'm a baby. I'm a little baby. My little Bin Bin. She might be kicking me out of my seat, but she's a baby. She deserves it, I guess. She's allowed to kick me out of my own chair. Okay. Let me make this side a little tinier. I needed a little assistance there because it's like I haven't even been near one. Someone brought one to church when we had the around Pendleton Roundup. They kind of do stuff like that at church and have people talk about stuff like that. And one guy does like a bunch of tricks and stuff with his rope. And so that's like the only time I've ever seen one in person, besides during the parades. Okay. So we're looking at like something like that. Did I do your picture justice, Ty? Hey, Amy, go ahead and post it in my group chat. Go ahead and post that in my group chat. I'll check the weekend and see if I'm free, but go ahead and post it in the group chat, in my group chat. That's fine. But yeah, what do you guys think? Okay, let's glue this sucker down. Stuff like that, I'm all for posting it in my group chat. A couple of my aunts have had breast cancer, so. And we just have a lot of different cancers in our family, so. I'm all for kind of, any of that. But I'll check the date and see if I have anything. I was waiting to say whether I could or not because I wasn't sure if I had a bazaar. Okay, I need to... Yeah, unfortunately, Hattie. We have breast cancer in our family, lung cancer. The one we don't know where it started. It was all through his body. 2 of my cousins have had skin cancer. And then there's been breast cancer on my mom's side and dad's side of the family, so there's a lot, unfortunately. Like Ty said. I've actually had 2 cousins pass away from skin cancer, so not fun. Ow! I just burnt myself. Okay, I'm probably going to have to use my little clips. To hold this down until it dries completely. Okay. Okay. So then you guys think just a star in the middle? Up the top like that? I could probably do a bigger star than that. And then I'll hop off here in a minute. Well, I'll show you the napkins first, then I'll hop off. You might be too big. Okay, so we have either this one or we have this. I even have this one. This one actually works better. There's not even a doubt now. Yeah, I like this one. Let me put the others away before I drop them everywhere. Somehow a fly got in here. Thank God Lindy hasn't seen it. Oh, ow. Oh, I'm Pumpkin. Come back. Thank you, Pumpkin Nose. Okay. Yeah, that one works. So, nope, that one does stick up too high. Okay. I was going to put a half bead under there, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll just hot glue it. Yes. Okay, let me take this off for a second so you guys can see it without the clamps. Okay, I love that. I love how that turned out. So yeah, I'm glad I did it that way. I'm going to still leave these clamps on just until the glue is completely dry. Because I can tell it's still not completely dry, but it's getting there. You'd have a long ways to go, Sarah. I mean, I know you'd be welcome, but you'd have a long ways to go. Because you're in Minnesota, right? I want to say Minnesota. Might be a little off, but that's okay. You don't have to be even. But yeah. So we have that one. And I'm going to have to add more glue to this side. But we have that one and this one that we did tonight. Yeah. Yeah, you get all the icky weather. No, thank you. You couldn't pay me to live there. Not at all. No, thank you. As soon as I get everything, my computer and everything that I need to get back into the living room in there, I will post the openings for the next events. I might try messaging a couple people first, the ones who put down that they were interested on the poll. I've already messaged some of them, but I haven't messaged you yet, Amy. I have to look. Darn it. Okay, I need a little coupon. Or coupon. Oh my gosh. I can tell I'm getting tired because the words that I say don't even make sense. I said coupon when I meant Q-tip. Yeah, coupon is not going to help me at all here. And I think the others are in the other room. So let's use you. Or a paintbrush. We'll use a paintbrush. The hot glue does not want to stick for some reason. Okay. Yeah, these are going to have to sit and dry. But yeah, I'll be posting in my event group the days, the Crafter Choice events for the 15th, 22nd, and 29th. So anyone who's not already signed up for it or doesn't already have a time, I know I need to message you still, Amy, because you would put down you wanted to be in one of those. I don't remember if it was. I will get in touch with you about it. But anyways, that is all. Oh, I forgot. I was going to show you the napkins really quick. Okay. I don't think I have the ones in here that Jonah got. Because we exchanged. She bought some that I didn't buy. I bought some she didn't buy. So I bought these paper plates. They're adorable. And all you have to do is put parchment paper down on both sides of the paper plate. And then iron it. And it flattens out. Ones like these don't take much to flatten. Yeah, too big. They don't take much to flatten, so you could use them for anything. The round ones don't even take much. But I also have these football napkins that are football shaped, and you get 4 for each. Then I have these baseballs, basketball, and there's 4 of each of these. Soccer. Now, you guys, I have never in my life seen a napkin like this one before. Okay, it says yeehaw. But guess what? It actually has a sticking fringe. The bottom part's actually a fringe. I've never seen that on a napkin before. It actually has a slits for the fringe. And then I have these. These came from Michael. Or no, these came from... Let me rethink that. Michael's, yes. And I'll be posting some of these in my napkin exchange group too. So if any of you want to be in the napkin exchange group, just send me a message. I'm trying to keep it people that I know, or like people that you guys know, and you guys know they're not scammers or someone like that, so that you can trust who you're exchanging napkins with, that they'll actually send you napkins for you sending them some. But they had these little bear ones, and you can see that this matches it, the pattern. And then they actually had bear-shaped napkins, and she gave me some of those too. They're here somewhere, or in the other room. But they're actually in the shape of the bear. So those were really cute too. And they had a few others too that I didn't grab. But yeah, I got them from Michael's, and they weren't that expensive to begin with. And these fit perfect on the bottle caps from Dollar Tree. I don't have it in here, but I'm going to be doing some of each of these on bottle caps, and then I'll use my Cricut. You just want to make sure you guys seal it first with Mod Podge. Make sure it's completely dry, and then use, if you're going to use vinyl and transfer tape. Otherwise, it's going to rip your napkin. And I would suggest putting on more than one coat of Mod Podge to make sure it's on there good. But I will be probably doing some of that live. And I'll be posting these in the napkin exchange one. I also have this one here that says, maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. I guess it's a Dr. Seuss thing. And then I also have the little Grinchy one. I've got a lot of napkins. I guess I've got 2 packages of these. Or no, that's a different one. Oh, and then I have this one too. But, and I have this. But I've got a lot of napkins all season, so I'm going to be posting them in there. What the heck? Oh, I was going to do a bottle cap and I didn't. I'm like, where the heck did that come from? Oh my goodness. Anyways. But yeah. Let me separate these really quick. You go in here. I might have another Grinch one too. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I bought them at the end of the year last year. I may have some, you guys, that you have never even seen, because I get some of my napkins from my grocery store, Safeways. And sometimes they have some unique ones there that I don't see other places. Okay. Really? Oh, it's stuck. That's why. I just want to keep all these together. I might do some more of these either this week or next. live because I want to make up some ornaments. And I have a couple different ones to use, so I want to do that. But one thing I was saying, and I think I got distracted, as far as what items sell well, make a bunch of smaller things like this size, because some of that stuff seems to sell. And busted canvases, for some reason, people like them around here. I've sold almost every single busted canvas I've ever made. I think I only have 2, and that's because I forgot them at home and didn't ever put them in the sales. So those are the only reasons those didn't sell, was because I still had them at home. Hard to sell them if you don't remember them. Refrigerator magnets. Bookmarks probably would. Small things like that. Christmas time, people love stuff that you could put in stocking stuffers. They love it. That's why my car coasters sell so well. My keychains sell well. Earrings, all that sort of stuff sells very well because people give them away as gifts for stocking stuffers. So that stuff definitely sells very, very well. Come here, sweetie. Ooh. See, I'm being a good girl. Tell him, say you're an angel with a halo and everything. And you look so much more presentable. Aw, sweetie pie. You're a cutie pie. She's like, I love my mommy. But yeah, and like I said, this time of the year, people love nativity scenes. I had 3 people who they wanted to look around to see what they saw first before they bought anything. And so they wandered around, and when they came back, I had 3 people come back, and they all wanted the same thing, but I had just sold it. And so 3 other people ended up, I had sold my last nativity scene, and they ended up missing out because they didn't have any more. So I learned a lesson, make more nativity scenes. Here, move a sec. I've made them in the bottle caps. I've made them in you might be able to get away with putting it on something like this, even. I have it sitting here. I just have to get to it. Like these types of things, these shapes. I've put nativity scenes in them, and they do very, very well. Oh, I did. Jonah did too. But I'm not going, if they don't have anyone on the stage, I'm not going up there again. Because some of the people didn't even see that we were there. I think it was more like this one that I used, because it's wider. And the nativity fits right in it. I don't know if I have one in here or not. Oh, I do. It's one of the Dollar Tree ones. But see, your nativity scene fits in there perfect. You just paint it, put whatever background you want in it, and you have a little... I would honestly, if I do one like this, I think I'll probably sit it out a ways and put Jenga blocks behind it to kind of support it. But you could put it all the way in the back if you wanted to. Actually, you could do it this way even, and you could put hay bales there. Or instead of Jenga blocks, you could use hay bales. Actually, instead of Jenga blocks, use the hay bales that you can get from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree right now. Put them in the back and then glue this on the front of it, and then you've got little hay bales behind it to hold this on. But stuff like that. Like I said, you could use, this would fit on there perfect. And this is the barn one, so that would work good. Anything you could put an activity scene on seems to sell very well. Very, very well. I thought I saw some more napkins I was going to show you, but oh, here they are. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow sometime, tomorrow evening, and make something with one of these and show you guys how to do it with paper plate. Because I have never seen people use paper plates, but I do a lot. Even if you didn't want this outer part, you could cut the middle part out and I just add a bottle cap. Here it is. If you cut the middle part out, it fits perfect on the bottle cap, whether you put it on the front or whether you cut it out and put it in the inside. That middle part fits perfect inside these and on this side of them. And you can make a cute craft with it. But yeah, I've seen so many cute paper plates, and I've never seen people actually craft with them. And I've even like cut out, like I had one that was a truck, and I cut around the truck, and that worked out good. And then I also have these that I got Christmas last year from Walmart. But yeah, I think I'm gonna not do any more fall, and I'm just gonna concentrate on Christmas because I have enough fall stuff, and my bazaars are all Christmas ones, so I figure I'll buy stuff for that or make stuff for that and get that stuff stocked up. But anyways, thank you for joining me tonight. If you guys missed anyone from the event earlier, go back and catch the replays. And then just know, every single Wednesday we have our Crafter's Choice event. So what's more popular? I do Crafter's Choice every single Wednesday. So if you want to participate, just reach out to me. If you know anyone who's trying to grow their page and wants to participate in events, you can either send me a message with their name or have them message me directly. And I'm happy to have them. Oh, Christmas, yeah. Yeah, it is. I've noticed it. I don't sell fall things as well as I do Christmas. But yeah. So anyways, I will post a picture of these when I'm done. I'll also post a picture of those door leaner things that I have that I've been making. The advent calendar one and the I have a picture, but I haven't posted it yet, of the stacked pumpkins. And then I also have the last year they had stacked ornaments. And I spelled out the word home on them. I don't think I ever even posted those. This year they didn't have those. Instead, they did 3 gingerbreads. Like I think it's a gingerbread. I think it's 1 gingerbread girl and then 2 gingerbread boys. Stacked on top of each other. So I have those 2 things that I'm working on. I have one more thing to do with the advent calendar, which is a gingerbread house. I just need to cut out the numbers with my Cricut, and then that one will be done. It's just too big to try and show on a camera on a live, mostly in here. But I'll post a picture of it on my page. But anyways, if you missed anyone, check out the replay in the Creative Kinship Event Group. And you guys have a good rest of your evening. Now let me find my mouse so I can turn you guys off. Or turn me off. Oh, don't forget... that you want to make sure that you seal these with Mod Podge. I don't know how well they'll rub off or anything, so always make sure you seal these with Mod Podge. But you guys have a good rest of your day. What? No, Ty? What are you talking about, Ty? Are you talking about the breast cancer one? If you're talking about the breast cancer one, you'll have to let Amy know. I'm not a part of that one. I just let her post it in my group because I have nothing that day. Or no events that day anyways. But anyways, you guys have a good rest of your evening. Bye. Okay.